101.1 The Spirit of Indonesia. So we come back to our discussion tonight about the culture actions. So our my next question for you guys. You I know that that you already experienced some of like sort of culture exchange. Could you please elaborate the example, your own example about the culture exchange? Maybe Kak Rifki?
Okay.
Yeah.
We not talk about ourselves. We find the new culture, but the other people can find too the new culture. So the best place if you wanna find the culture exchange, that I have application that's name is conserving. Yeah, the conserving you can by meet the other people from the other country, the other city, maybe the other world.
The other word.
Okay.
Another universe.
Oh yeah, yeah, another universe. So that is I have experience in that concept where I meet new people. That is the couple from Morocco. You know what? The other people when we uh, eat and we ate together, I learn he how to eat this. Okay. So before I do that, so we always eat by one by one.
One by
That
one.
is like we have the rice and the fish and the soup. We always do together to eat,
Mix them.
mix and eat. But the other people, like in Morocco and France, they choose one of.
Oh.
Yeah, the rice. After the rice, that is the fish. Fish after that, the last is soup. That is, oh man, you cannot do like that. The food from Indonesia,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
always combine like this.
Yeah, combine.
One by one.
When and you build the taster is better. Oh wow. Oh, can I try again? Please. Yeah. So that is new people learn by culture from me. That is we apa? Culture exchange. After that we learn again much about daily life and the habit. So what are you doing in from your daily? If I'm not do much like doing like go to school and doing playing basketball. And so what interesting from you? Aku bilang, from inspiring me, when I stress I do camp. So are you stressed? What do you mean? You want a camp? Aku bilang, why not? Aku bilang, okay, come on, do. So the first tourist follow me camp that is from Morocco. This name is Komar. He don't know in not different imaging. I think it's camp. You bring what's it, kompor in English? Portable.
Stove.
Oh, but we do portable, small, and we have a small bag and not do much. Oh, like this. I think this you can be you doing like barbecue or net itu. Oh no, we just relax with the work and the forest and feel how to make different. After that, we back the daily.
Okay. So yes, it's actually like unique experience coming from you that we have like different the way we
And
we eat
yeah.
the food.
And the last I got the new experience that we why you use jacket hoodie. It's really hot. Yeah, but the other people we just using clothes.
Shirt.
Yeah,
T-shirt.
T-shirt, and because it's hot. I don't want get the sun in my skin.
Oh,
but
yeah.
but there are people. Oh, this is if you hot.
Take off.
Your hoodie.
Your clothes.
Gua. But there are people. Well, Indonesia use hoodie.
Yeah.
Gua. That is what I, oh. I get it too, and you get it. My culture is. You can use it too. Oh, no, thank you, boy.
Okay, so we move on to Tekla. Have you experienced like you have did the cultural exchange in your life?
Well, I think I just say that a new culture from my dad's family, a Bugis family, Buginese. Okay, so every time, oh, first of all, disclaimer. My dad is from Wajo, Sengkang. So
Wajo.
yeah, Buginese Wajo. Okay, so every time the family of my dad's get like family gathering, they always like loud and really cheerful, because we meet to our family.
Yeah.
While in my another family, with a family of my
Family
mom,
gathering.
yeah, a family of my mom, when we do like family gathering, we were not as loud as the Bugis people. I don't really think I know it why, but I just think that Bugis people is really happy when they meet their family extended family, keluarga besar, extended family, and they really appreciate it every time they meet or something or doing family gathering. And while in my family of my mom's, we don't really do that. Well, I think it's a new culture for me. And also, I have one more experience about this. About there, I have also a family in Goa. So, I don't want to say this in general, but I think mostly people who grow and live in a regency, not in a big city, really glorify that marriage under age or marriage under 20
Yeah.
is really good. They really glorify it. I don't say this in general, people in general, but most people from not in the big cities really glorify it.
Yep.
And it's also a new culture for me because I live in Makassar, right? Okay, so I think that's my experience. I want to.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's actually like same with me. Like I coming from like how to say kampung? I coming from village in Pangkep where like all my families like they married underage in a very young age, and they are very how to say glorify because when you like marry earlier you will consider as a idol, you will consider as a it's like you're laku. You're more
Probably attractive.
yeah, attractive. So I think when I moved to Makassar, it's very different. Like in my age, or even higher than my age, there's still like a people who don't glorify the why we have to marry in our early age. So I think it's very cultural exchange that we have a different point of view in life in terms of like merit. Some people thinks that it's good if we marry earlier, and some people also like you have to mentally, physically, psychologically stable before you get married, because get married is like a sacral things in our lives. So we move to Kanavi. Have you experienced the culture exchange?
It's kinda different, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably all of you guys talking about in terms of behavior or
behavior.
in terms of like culture, but to me, I have an experience when I was at college, probably 2 years ago. At the moment, actually, we have a program, namely Lex. So it's like social collaboration between um, my college students and also Singaporean students. So at the moment, actually, we are collaborated in social program, and then there are actually a lot of differences among us. But the things that are really ingrained within my mind and also it's affected my behavior is that the way they talk, because majority of the students that coming from the Singaporean students at the moment is coming from Chinese. So the way they talk, they use English at the moment. The way they talk is using like Chinese accent. So at first it's totally difficult for me to understand what they are saying.
adapt.
Yeah, to adapt with Singlish. It known as Singlish at the moment, Singaporean English. But as time goes on, try to understand. I try to adapt and understand it, the way they talk. But as time goes on, it also affects me at the moment. So yeah. Um, Usually I talk with Chinese accent also at the moment because I was active at the moment to interact with them. So indirectly, it affects my own accent, the way I talk, and then it lasts quite longer at the moment until I can until I can adapt again with English in general. So I think the most thing that is ingrained within my mind is the way they talk, especially the person. It's also happens when I enter the college at the moment. The moment when I am surrounded with the people that coming from different backgrounds. When I create like a lot of interaction with them, it affects not their behavior but the way they talk. So most of the times, indirectly, I I imitate the way they talk. So yeah, so to me, it's all about my experience. Yeah, it's all about imitating their accents. So because I don't know,
you do it
so somehow no, I don't know, somehow like all of the sudden, yeah, I can imitate sometimes their accents without I realize it. So yeah, I think that's all my experience about cultural exchange. It's more like imitating the way they talk or their accents.
Okay. Okay, guys. We already talked about like the past thing. So next we are going to talk about the future things. Like maybe it's like you can give like a short answer because our time is limit. So is there any like places you want to travel? Huh.
Italy.
Wow.
Italy. So you want to travel on
To
Italy?
Italy because I surely believe that they have a really delicious food.
Oh, okay. Next, Kak Rifki. Is there any place
That is from the uni or apa?
that coming in your bucket list?
Oh, my list. The first is Singapore,
Singapore.
and the second,
Mm.
yeah, and the second that is Colombia, and the third is Portugal.
Okay. Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Okay. Kanahawi. Is there any
Okay.
place?
Actually, I have plenty of countries that I want to visit, but yeah, it's not it's not realized yet. But one of them is that probably Aussie, Australia, USA, United States, and probably Saudi Arabia because because I'm totally interested with their culture because they have like unique culture. So I'm totally like excited to visit there. So hopefully one day I can visit that country.
Okay, I mean. So I hope you guys, all of your dreams, all of your bucket list will fulfill that by in the future. So maybe one of you guys will give like the conclusion our with about our topic tonight, culture exchange. Kanawi?
Oh, okay. So yeah, actually, the things that I can conclude is that cultural exchange is totally important because, like as our brother said before, we are not living only in one place.
Yeah.
So sometimes, yeah, all of the sudden we can move to one place to another. So we should try to adapt and also learn other people, so that it can make us easily to have like socializations, to make like relationship with them, and etc. And then the most important thing is that it is totally important for us to know and understand each other, so that later on we can treat or behave nicely one another. So yeah, I think that's all that I can conclude.
Okay, thank you. Maybe is there any like closing word from both of you guys?
I think I haven't like idioms.
Idioms.
Okay, so related to this topic, I've heard the idiom that it goes a little bit like this: when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Or in Indonesian, you can, or in Indonesian you can say like di mana bumi dipijak, di situ langit dijunjung, isn't it?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay, next.
From in the last from the smart listener tonight, if you visit another place, don't afraid, don't say to learn by new habit and new culture, to make understanding by each other, and to be the people. That's me. And my idioms today is running cats. That is running cat.
Running
Cat.
Kate.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Deras. Hujan deras. Like yeah, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
hujan
you
deras.
like Indonesia. We have a rain is like whoosh, whoosh. Like it's like running guys. If you hear by the your home. What is genteng? Is mean? Ceilings, yeah. Ceilings. And the last is flooding, banjir.
What?
Flooding, meluap.
Flooding.
Yeah.
Oh, flood.
It's actually raining
Flood.
cats and dogs.
Yeah, rainy cats and dog.
Just put dog.
Yes, running cats.
I think you didn't mention the dog.
No, no.
It's just like a
the
rainy
dogs
cat.
nggak diajak.
Okay, because they enemies.
No, thank you. That's
Okay, maybe like this is like closing quotes or closing ideas from us. There is like a quote from the ex United States President Barack Obama. He said that simple exchange can break down walls between us. For when people come together and speak to one another and share a common experience, then their common humanity is revealed. So when we, this is related to our topic tonight about the culture actions. Culture action is just like as simple as when we come together to talk our differences, and we can actually see like the similarity between in our humanity or in our life. Like the difference can separate cannot separate it, but the difference will unite us, just like our Pancasila, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, the diversity in united in diverse unity in diversity. Okay, thank you. So guys, that's all our topic. I think it's very insightful discussion about the cultural actions. So thank you guys for listening to us, and we would like to see you guys in our next discussion. So thank you.